All right, good morning. This is a new thing I'm trying where I'm going to learn something that I really want to learn, and I'm going to record myself doing it so that I can do it right, and maybe other people can also learn it along the way. Cool. So we have in the background right now, as ever, Suno.ai, Suno.com. I really like that they make it easy to put music in the backgrounds of things and for things, making them more interesting. Because some of this will just be watching me click around. Um, Today we're going to learn CrewAI. And CrewAI is an agentic framework. So let's see, CrewAI. CrewAI is a cutting edge framework for orchestrating role playing autonomous AI agents by fostering collaborative intelligence. CrewAI empowers agents to work together seamlessly, tackling complex tasks. All right. Now, part of what I'm going to do here is pretty much just read this page. So skip ahead if you don't want that. Why CrewAI? I don't work for CrewAI, obviously. I wish. I didn't create it. That would be cool too. But I have heard recently that AI agents are all that anyone cares about. And I recently had a conversation with a really smart person who advocated very heavily for agentic frameworks. And so I was like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these are really useful and not just incredibly opaque, difficult to understand swarms of prompts. Let's dive in. Let's delve into it. Why CrewAI? The power of AI collaboration has too much to offer. CrewAI is designed to enable AI agents to assume roles, share goals, and operate in a cohesive unit, much like a well-oiled crew. Whether you're building a smart assistant platform, an automated customer service ensemble, or a multi-agent research team, CrewAI provides the backbone for sophisticated multi-agent interactions. Getting started. To get started with CrewAI, follow these simple steps. Installation. All right, ensure you have Python greater than equal to 310 or less than or equal to 3.13. Wow, I'd never read that out loud ever before. Installed on your system. CrewAI uses UV for dependency management and package handling, offering a seamless setup and execution experience. Okay, so I have to install it. If you want to install the CrewAI package along with its optional features that include additional tools for agents, you can do so by using the following command: pip install CrewAI tools. All right, so I guess this is where we start doing things. Here is GitHub. Um, and I mean, no, this is not GitHub. This is Visual Studio. Haha, gotcha. We're gonna make a directory down here. Make it a little bigger. Cool. And it's called Crew AI. No. Yes. I hate the whole. It's called Crew Dash AI. There we go. Now, let's go into it. What is it like? Vion.v. I don't remember. Time to enter in our. You know what? Let's use 4.0 mini. I like proving that 4.0 mini is like all you really need to be doing a lot of things. Let's stay logged out. The great thing about 4.0 mini also is it never searches the internet to come up with like advertising based information to inject into your prompt. So here we go. We want how to make a Python virtual environment. The first thing they tell you when you're learning Python is like, here's how the indentation works. But the real thing that they should tell you is that you need to make virtual environments. I think it's Python dash m beyond dot beyond. Yeah. In many projects, they choose to name it .venv. So virtual environments are a lot of what people don't like about Python because you have to make one for each environment that you're in. For every project, theoretically, that's the best practice. And if you like making machine learning projects, then they can get really big. You can have like a lot of large virtual environments all of a sudden. It would also be optional to install CrewAI, system wide, but I'm not going to do that right now. So now that I've created a directory and set up my venv, I think I have to activate it. Yeah, activate it. Source .venv/bin/activate. Everything I'm telling you is on Linux. So there we go. Oh, we lost our music. My bad, guys. My bad. Okay, so now this little .venv is over here, and now we know that our virtual environment is activated. So anything I install now with pip is only installed into this virtual environment. So now I can go over here and let's install the whole thing with all the tools and everything. Great. All right. This is the zen of the coder, is watching the terminal go by. Guess we could go keep reading while that's happening. So, setting up your crew with the YAML, is that it? Yeah, YAML configuration. To create a new CrewAI project, run the following command line interface command. CrewAI create crew. And then it'll create my project. And it creates a new project folder with the following structure. Your root folder, that'll be named whatever you put your project name here. So it's funny because that should say project name, right? You have your git ignore, pyproject.2ml, readme, .env file, and then your source, inside of which it also says my project. We'll see, huh? And then you have your init.pys, because this is a Python package, your main.py, crew.py, custom tool.py, agents.yaml, and tasks.yaml. So we have custom tools, that makes sense. That'll be like tools that your AI can use, I guess. Repeating. Let's go up to the top. We'll start here. And then we have agents, tasks, and the crew definition. So these are all abstractions that are apparently really useful. Let's go see. Oh, that's still downloading. Cool. You can now start developing your crew by editing the files in the source My Project folder. The main.py file is the entry point of the project. The crew.py file is where you define your crew. The agents.yaml file is where you define your agents. And the tasks.yaml file is where you define your tasks. Great. To customize your project, you can modify agents to define your agents. You can modify tasks to define your tasks. You can modify crew to add your own logic, tools, and specific arguments. You can modify main to add custom inputs for your agents and tasks. And you can add your environment variables into the .env file. Alright. Example of a simple crew with a sequential process. So they instantiate your crew. CrewAI create crew, latest AI development. And then you modify the files as needed. So you modify this agents file. And you'd put in a researcher and a reporting analyst. And the role is This topic is a variable placeholder, senior data researcher. And then the goal is uncover cutting edge developments in the topic. And the backstory is you're a seasoned researcher with a knack for uncovering the latest developments in topic, known for your ability to find the most relevant information and present it in a clear and concise manner. And your reporting analyst is a reporting analyst. The goal is to create detailed reports based on topic data analysis and research findings. The backstory, you're a meticulous analyst with a keen eye for detail. You're known for your ability to turn complex data into clear and concise reports, making it easy for others to understand and act on the information you provide. Now, what would you put in your tasks.y? So that goes in your agents.yaml file. Like, how do I pronounce .yaml? YAML. YAML. Okay. Great. And it's another one of these new is not Unix. Fun. YAML ain't markup language. It's a recursive acronym. So, YAML. That's where we're at. Now, what goes in your tasks.yaml file? Research task. Description. Conduct a thorough research about topic. Make sure you find any interesting and relevant information given the current year is 2024. The expected output is a list with 10 bullet points of the most relevant information about topic. And the agent is the researcher. Okay, so here you're putting in the agent for each task. I guess that's a connection that's happening. So this right here, see, maybe has to match this here. So down here, yeah, reporting analyst. So perhaps I would say you need one task for each of your agents. That would be a guess. Reporting task, review the context you got, and explain each topic into a full section for a report. Make sure the report is detailed and contains any and all relevant information. The expected output is a fully fledged reports with the mains topics, each with a full section of information, formatted as markdown without backticks. Okay, and so the agent is the reporting analyst, and oh, here we have an output file. So that output goes in report.md. So the researcher is finding the info, and then the reporter is gonna, I think, turn it into this report.md file. And I guess this is better than using one like conversation to do it. So we'll look at our crew.python file, which is that something we have to, yeah, we modify that to add our own logic, tools, and specific arguments. Oh, that's done, by the way. So we could start building this, I guess. Is that worth it? And then running the, yeah. I mean, let's try it. Okay. Nothing's stopping me. So let's go here. We're gonna run CrewAI create crew latest AI development. Enter the number of your choice. Oh, a provider to set up. I'm an OpenAI fan myself, so a model to use. Obviously, we're going to use GPT-4o Mini. And enter your Open API key. Press enter to skip. I'm going to enter that right after I pause this video. Okay. I entered my OpenAI API key, and my crew latest AI development was created successfully. Great. Now I can open it over here, I guess. Open folder. Don't look at everything I have. It's so embarrassing. There we go. Open. Latest AI development. Hey. So, under config, we've got our agents, we got our YAML files. Under tools, we've got custom tool, got crew.py. Don't open the .env file. I'm guessing my key is in there. Actually, let me just take it off screen and check real quick. Yep, it has the model and the open API key in the .env. Great. So, I guess I need to go modify the agents file. So I'll copy this and we'll go look at the agents. Oh, it's already here. We're gonna skip this song. Sometimes when I put in a prompt and I forget to click instrumental, it turns the prompt into the lyrics of some random song. I made a few of them before I realized I had forgotten to click the instrumental box. We can actually make some songs right now if we want. Let's create a song. Why? Because I really like Suno more than most other AI tools. How about oh, these are all my songs? Oh, that's good. Let's start here. A powerful classical song about writing a face-melting guitar solo. Yeah, so I don't really like the lyrics side of things. So we're gonna do a meditative electro dance song. Perfect for a video about AI agent frameworks. And we're gonna click create on that one. It's gonna create them right over there. This is also not sponsored by Suno. Okay, back to our agent tasks. So we've got our agents already here and the tasks are already here. I'm just gonna fully fledged report with the main topics, each with a full section of information you received and explain each topic. Great. So our agents and our tasks are defined in those files, and I'm guessing the crew.py file has what we need anyway, but let's read through it as though it didn't. All right. From CrewAI, import agent, crew, process, and task. So those are 4 abstractions that are supposedly useful. From CrewAI.project, import crew base, agent, crew, and task. Okay. And from CrewAI tools, import serper-dev tool. All right. And then at crew base, it's a decorator. And then we create a class, latest AI development crew. And there's I guess that's how we do comments. And so at agent, we're defining the researcher as an agent and returning the config as being in self.agent config researcher agents config. Okay. Honestly, I don't understand it. So, can you explain this line by line? All right. We'll let that generate for just a sec. Okay. Let's read this. This code defines a class, latest AI development crew, that represents a crew of agents working on tasks related to the development of AI. The crew is organized using the CrewAI framework, which allows you to define agents, tasks, and the process of how the agents work together. Below is a line-by-line explanation of the code. So at the top we have import statements. The first one imports essential components from the CrewAI library. including an agent, which represents an individual agent in the crew. A crew represents the entire team of agents. A process defines how the agents work together. Maybe sequential or parallel. Cool. And a task represents a task that an agent can perform. From CrewAI.project, we import crew base, agent, crew, and task. Imports decorators and base classes used in the framework. So crew base is a base class used to define a crew. Agent is a decorator used to define agents. Crew is a decorator used to define the crew itself. Huh. I'll be really honest. I know I'm being so honest so much. I'm a little fuzzy on decorators. What are decorators in Python? It's a way to modify or enhance the functionality of functions or methods without changing their actual code. It's a higher order function that takes the function as an argument, returns a new function that extends or alters the behavior of the original function. So you put decorator function, defines a wrapper function. Huh. Adds extra functionality. Comes a new version. Oh. This is what we needed. So it's like things in programming, and then they add a shorthand, and you're like, oh, okay. So great. That is what we needed. Let's blow it up for a second. Let's take a quick look. What is it? What is it that we needed? This. The decorator function syntax is a shorthand for display equals decorator function that takes display. Great. That's what's hard about modern programming, at least for me, is more and more things are completely hidden behind a seemingly small amount of code. But that's what we want. We just want to be able to understand it. So we have those decorator functions that I think attach all sorts of things. That explains where maybe this came from. Because we have this, a crew base is adding a whole lot of things on here. I guess it's just inheritance in Python. And then we have our @agent, and this is a type of agent. Great. Hey, let's go check out the song we got. Code and flow. Let's turn it up a little. Okay. We're reading our line by line. So we have our decorators to define the crew, the agents, for the base class for the crew, a crew base. So the crew base, I guess, has everything inside of it, including the crew, which defines itself. And then we have decorators for the agents, the crew, and the tasks. And then we import Serper dev tool, which appears to be a custom tool that an agent can use for some task. Great. So here's our class definition. CrewBase is a decorator that turns the latest AI development crew class into a crew class. It likely adds functionality for handling agents, tasks, and processes within the CrewAI framework. And then class latest AI development crew, this defines a class that represents the specific crew in the AI development context. The class will have agents, tasks, and other features that are used to simulate or manage a team of agents working on an AI project. Agent definitions. @agent, a decorator that marks this method as an agent for the crew. The agent represents a specific role in the crew, for example, a researcher. def researcher self agent. This function defines an agent called researcher, and then returning agent. This creates an instance of the agent class, which represents the researcher role. The config is loaded from a configuration, likely a dictionary or a file. Verbose equals true ensures the agent logs detailed output, and tools equals serper dev tool gives the agent access to a specific tool, serper dev tool, which is likely used for some research task. Again here, that agent marks this method as another agent. And then this function defines an agent called reporting analyst, and it creates an instance of the agent class for the reporting analyst role, and it's configured with settings from the agent's config reporting analyst and set to be verbose, but it does not use any additional tools. Task definitions. Again, we have our task decorator, and we define that research task is defined a task for the crew, and it does this by creating a task instance using the config in our tasks file. Same thing for the reporting task, and then the same thing for the crew definition. But let's look at this actually. It's we have our crew decorator, and the same thing, we're defining the crew as a crew type. And then it creates an instance of the crew class. Agents is self.agents. Automatically gathers all agents that were defined using the agent decorator. And then the same thing, tasks equals self.tasks. Automatically gathers all tasks that were defined using the tasked decorator. And then process equals process.sequential. This specifies that the process should be sequential, meaning agents will perform tasks one after the other. And verbose is true, enables detailed logging. So this script sets up a crew of AI development agents, each with specific tasks. The agents are defined as researcher and reporting analyst, and they are associated with corresponding tasks like research task and reporting task. And the crew itself is assembled using the crew class. And the agents will perform tasks in a sequential manner. By using the decorators, agent, task, and crew, the framework automatically handles the creation and configuration of the agents and tasks, making it easier to manage the team and the work they do. Great. So, that was helpful. Now we look at our main.py, and all it has is just that for each of these, you access the crew function, and then you kick it off. .kickoff. Let's go double check that that's how it should be, right? Oh, it looks like there's a little more in here than there is in the README. We've got a run function, train function, a replay function, and a test function. Let's just continue on with our AI learning. So this script is designed to run the latest AI development crew locally. It has several functions to control how the crew behaves, including running, training, replaying, and testing the crew's execution. Let's break it down line by line. We have the shebang and imports. This !user bin env python. It's a shebang line, which makes the script executable directly from the command line in Unix-like operating systems. Then we have our imports. We're importing the sys module and the warnings module. And then we're importing latest AI development class from our latest AI development.crew file. That's why it's called the crew.py. Then we've got filter warnings. So we're going to ignore any syntax warnings specifically from this module. This is often used to suppress non-critical warnings that might clutter the output. Then we have functions. Run defines a run function. Its inputs are the topic. So AI and LLMs is the topic. This is finally where the topic is coming in. So I guess if we wanted to change the topic, we would change it here. And it's there for, cool, for all of these. This kickoff, we create an instance of it. We call the crew method, which returns the crew. And then .kickoff initiates the crew's execution, passing in the inputs, which include the topic AI LLMs. Train is pretty much the same, except for it does .train, the number of training iterations. I'm not sure what training would be. Replay, same thing. Replay. And same thing with test. Trains the crew. Replays, tests. So here we are. We're here to run our crew. Before running your crew, make sure you have the following keys set as environment variables: an OpenAI API key, and a serper.dev API key. What is that? That just came out of nowhere, right? The world's fastest and cheapest Google search API. Get 2,500 free queries, no credit card required. Okay, let's sign up. First, create an account. I'm gonna create an account. I'll be right back. Okay, that was pretty fast. You're gonna see this API key, I guess. That's a problem. Well, let's look, and then I'll generate one. Let's put the music back on. I think we were gonna listen to this. Okay. API key. Copy. Alright, it's copied. I'm gonna go put it in my .env file, but I'll stay with ya. Just do it over here. So I'll describe what I'm doing. I'm opening up the .env file. I'm putting in, what did it say? Serper API key equals, and then pasting in the API key. Great. Lock the dependencies and install them. By using the CLI command, but first navigate to your project directory. Let's just try running it. Yeah. But I don't really want something on AI LLMs. That's cool. Let's change the topic. The topic is gonna be, well, what's something new that wouldn't be in a training set, but we might want to report on it. That is fun. Let's all take a sip of our coffee. What we think. How about Suno version 4? Okay, so we save that. We open up our terminal and we, what is it? CrewAI run? No. Well, yeah. Okay, I guess I have to do the CrewAI install. Oh, no. I have to. my words. I had to go and source that environment because CrewAI is only installed in my virtual environment. And then let's go back into latest AI development. And now CrewAI run. It's running the crew. It's creating another virtual environment. Fine. You know, while that's running, let's ask ChatGPT about this problem. So I created a peon to install CrewAI to then create a CrewAI project. But then when I activated the peon in the root CrewAI folder, then CD'd into the CrewAI project folder and ran CrewAI run, it created another environment after saying something about paths not matching. So it says, try this. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but okay. Not very helpful. Although it's running, great. So it's done. Apparently it's done. And here's my report. Let's open with a markdown preview. Hey, cool. Suno version for report. 1. Enhanced natural language understanding. Suno version 4 has made remarkable advancements in its natural language understanding capabilities. This enhancement allows the model to better interpret and respond to complex queries. By incorporating deep learning algorithms and contextual awareness, Suno can now discern the nuances of language and provide relevant responses. Like, maybe. Is this true? Multimodal capabilities. You can interact with the model using a combination of images, text, and audio. You can submit a photograph to Suno AI. That's cool. I didn't know that. Is it true? Improved data privacy features. Advanced privacy measure. The model has end-to-end encryption protocols. I would be really shocked if it did. Scalable architecture. It's now optimized for scalability. It seems like this is just sort of a completely made-up report. Customizable user interfaces in an enhanced training dataset. Real-time collaboration features and off-the-shelf applications. Oh, examples include virtual customer service representatives. No. interesting. Like, just no, none of it. Let's take a look at, did we search something? Did we get a log file somewhere? Ooh. We found some of the experimental techno that I was making yesterday. Maybe I can turn it down. There. Real-time collaboration features. So our senior data researcher didn't do what we needed. It's possible that we didn't actually do any Google searching. Let's try something. No, because then it, like, that's why I picked something that it couldn't actually know about. Because this would be sort of what I might hallucinate if I didn't know anything about Suno and I was an LLM. Alright, so let's go look at the tutorial a little more. It did run. It did do something. Apparently we could have just tried running Python this. Let's do that and see if we get something different. Because it's not called my project, is it? No module names that. Oh, because it's not installed. Duh. I see. Okay. That sure did something. But it looks like it wasn't much. Maybe if the report's already there, it doesn't do it. Let's rename this as report old. Oh, maybe we need to put in the other arguments, right? What did it say over here? No, it says those are the same. Let's just try CrewAI run again. Key features. Role-based agent design. autonomous inter-agent delegation, flexible task management, processes driven, save output as a file, parse the output as Pydantic or JSON, and it works with open source models. Oh, so here's our diagram. We have our entire crew, and the agents have the innate ability to reach out to one another to delegate work or ask questions. The processes define how agents will work together, how tasks will be assigned, interaction with each other, and how they will perform work. Tasks can override agent tools with specific ones that should be used, and also have the specific agent tackle them. Different real-life example of AI crews with the example repo. A landing page generator, a trip planner, and stock analysis. And a stock analysis example. Okay. So I think we have the same report. Pretty much. And I guess here's our custom tool. Is it that we don't have our custom tool? Like, we're supposed to have a SERP dev tool, but it's not in here. Right? Should it be? No, because we're importing it. And where are we importing it? Well, where were we importing it? In our custom tool. In our crew.py. Oh. See, we don't have the custom tool for the researcher. So we gotta go put it in. And that's why we also have to import it from CrewAI tools. I wonder if we'll get something different now. Let's delete this report and this one. Okay. We get an error. Invalid syntax. Perhaps you forgot a comma. Perhaps I did. Alright, we're running the crew now. We are searching now. Okay, cool. First we got a little bit of the segmenter on something. It's a little bit, but sure, why not? Okay. Looks like we are a lot closer. Okay, now we have a new report. Can we open with Markdown preview? There we go. We still think enhanced natural language processing, improved multimodal support, it's the same thing. Although, expanded language support, integration with third-party applications. I mean, what if I don't want, like, did it even get any information? We got a bunch of things and then snippets, just little snippets launching. I guess my conclusion from this is that it is, at least from this example, still a big challenge to explain what your swarm is doing, and that you're still going to need better logs than this. More information on why I'm getting this, where are my citations, etc. I like the framework, and you know, maybe I'll think about trying to build something with it and make another video where I'm on CrewAI's side, because sometimes you make something really, really cool, but you don't make the best tutorial, or the better tutorials aren't on your GitHub README page. But this was a good introduction, at least to the structure, and now my brain can spin and spin and think about what I would do with these 4 different files, and how maybe this could be a useful way, as long as the logging is a little more detailed. So, thanks for joining and watching this. I hope you found it useful. I certainly found it really useful to get an introduction to AI agents. All right. Have a good one.